that if you are someone like me who also was like, oh, I'm not gonna bleach my hair because... Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for coming back. I really appreciate everyone's support. And I do want to apologize because I really have been MIA a little bit, but I'm back and I'm moving and I'm back in the groove. Today's video is gonna be about why I kind of just regret dyeing my hair and bleaching my hair, and really why you shouldn't do it. I want to get into what you should think about and what you should do before you decide to bleach your locks, because honestly, I did make a lot of mistakes in the process of doing my locks and even in the thought process of doing it and how I went about it. So this video is kind of like a warning to you. First thing is first is that you need to consider the integrity of your hair. Like, how healthy are my locks? Are your locks already going through periods of breakage or spurts of dryness? What's happening within your journey of having locks? Do you think that it's a good idea to actually put chemicals and dye your hair? Because at the end of the day, what happens is your color is stripped from your hair and it's prone to more dryness, more brittle and breakage will end up happening. So you have to ask yourself, is my hair ready for that? And that's something that I feel I did not do. I kind of skipped over that. Like, my hair is fine, of course, but I definitely skipped over the analyzation of my hair and the integrity of my locks. You're gonna also be putting yourself in a long-term commitment, if that makes sense. You will definitely have to incorporate a whole different regimen. It's like it takes a lot of effort to continuously put moisture in your hair. You have to buy new products, figure out what will retain moisture enough so your hair isn't going through breakage and your hair isn't going through brittleness and it's not struggling, you know? And personally, I didn't even think about that. When I bleached my hair, I just was kind of like, look, I want to change with my appearance. Like, it's time for something new. And I didn't even think about any of that. And I was like, dang, now I got to go out and figure out which deep conditioner is better for my hair and which one will absorb properly in my locks, and definitely be precautious of that. And I think something else that is attached to the fact that you're coloring and dyeing your hair is the upkeep. Like, I'm only 2 weeks into this new color. I want to say going on 3 weeks. My hair has already grown tremendously and I'm like, dang, I need to go buy some more color already, you know? So upkeep is very strenuous. What's also attached to the reason of the upkeep is really, are you willing to pay for quality products? Because I do feel that you just go out and buy anything that's low budget when it comes down to dyes or box dyes. Like, hey, you gotta start paying a little bit more money for the quality. Like, you gotta think about what's best for your hair, not just buy anything for your locks. You know what I'm saying? So that was my real reason number 2 of why you probably shouldn't dye your locks yet. Let's say reason number 3 is patience. Patience is extremely important overall for locks, but it also applies to when you're dyeing your hair, because the first time that you dye your hair, unfortunately, it may not be the color that you want. So what happens after that? 9 times out of 10, people will go and buy more bleach and put more bleach on top of their hair. Like, you guys, I would recommend definitely be patient with your locks and don't bleach your locks more than one time. I put bleach on my hair one good time, and if y'all can tell, the top part of my head is a little bit more lighter and then the bottom is a little darker because the bottom didn't process enough. So with that being said, I'm like, I'm not finna double bleach my hair. Like, that one time was enough. So I recommend definitely be patient with the process and weigh out all your options so you aren't going to cause any mistakes within the process of bleaching your locks. Now I want to get into the tips or some things that I did notice while me and my sister were bleaching my hair of what, like, some things we really could have done better. So I would say if you have thicker locks that obviously produce way more heat, I would say section it off until like at least 4 or 5. Section your hair off until like 4 or 5. Even doing it one at a time may even be a good idea, because what happened to me was we split my hair into two, I believe. And of course you go bottom up, you start at the bottom of your hair and then apply at the root. But what ended up happening was my hair was just producing a lot of heat, of course, at the root in the middle section of my hair, just because of how thick it was. Definitely recommend doing more sections instead of kind of two, or just like putting it all over your head. Second tip, I would say try to not use ammonia products or products that hold like a lot of pneumonia in them. So pneumonia is one of the chemicals that causes the brittleness and the frizziness and the breakage within your hair. Pneumonia kind of strips the hair and breaks down the cuticle of the hair follicle. So that's pretty interesting. It's just one of the products that a lot of brands do use, but if you're able to find hair dyes and a bleach and a developer that may not have pneumonia or such a high percentage, it could help within the process of keeping the integrity of your hair. Tip number 3, you may be able just to get away with developer and a color, honestly, and getting the same results. I really should have done that my first go around instead of trying to actually bleach my hair. Something else I want to mention is that if you are someone like me who also was like, oh, I'm not gonna bleach my hair, because if you follow me on any of my social media platforms, or even you talk to me on a daily basis, like, you know, I did not want to bleach my hair, but I was so desperate for a change in look and a change in my style that I was like, forget about it. And I had a little peer pressure, but either way, if you are like me or had that thought process, maybe try looking into temporary dyes. I tried As I Am, I tried Mofonga, I tried some sprays, but all of them bled, of course, and that's because they are temporary. But I know there are some brands out there. I know the one that best worked for me was Mofonga, and the As I Am copper color. Thank you guys so much for watching. That is the gist of my video. I kind of just wanted to come on here and talk about my experience with bleaching my hair. This is what you should consider before you decide to bleach your locks and color them. What's the integrity of my hair look like? Am I able to maintain the keep up, including financially, as well as can I keep up with the long-term commitment? Like, these are some questions that you should definitely be asking yourself. It's questions I wish I should have asked myself. Patience is key also in the process of bleaching your hair. So I thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Bye.